What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over whether or not the Xbox Series S is still worth it in 2023. Should you buy this thing? Is it worth just waiting for a new console to come out? Or is it worth just going with the X? I'm going to be going over that today. Hopefully this makes your buying decision a little easier. Let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Alright guys, so I've had the Xbox Series S for a little over a year now, and I wanted to make this video for those people on the edge about buying this little system, buying this next gen console, whether or not they should just wait for a new console to come out, whether or not their old console is still enough, whether or not they should just upgrade to the X. So hopefully this video makes your buying decision a little bit easier. This video might seem repetitive, but it's an effort to make your overall decision a little bit easier. Hopefully you guys kind of get motivated by this video and, go out and buy the Xbox and start enjoying it. Another big reason why I wanted to make this video is because one of my buddies, after a year and a half of just telling him to upgrade his console from the Xbox One to this next gen Series S, finally pulled the trigger, and he was just super bummed out that he waited so long. He's now enjoying all the benefits of this next gen console, and he didn't have to spend a whole lot of money. So if that sounds like you, hopefully this video is what you need to just go to the store, pick up this console, and start enjoying all the benefits that this next gen console has. So with the holidays right around the corner, this could be an awesome gift for maybe your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, wife, fiance, whatever it may be. Or maybe you just pick this up for yourself because it's a couple bucks discounted. This is perfect timing for that. So get thinking about whether or not you want to buy this console, whether or not you want to wait for these discounts to happen, and mainly whether or not you should still buy this thing now that it's 2023. It's been out for maybe 2 years now. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. First and foremost, speed. In 2023, this console is still super lightning fast. This thing loads up games super quick. You jump into these next gen games lightning fast. These games that look super awesome graphic wise. You're in the game and you're playing a couple rounds by the time your buddy on an Xbox One has barely loaded the game. There's been times where the buddy that I referred to in the beginning of this video was still loading up the game, and me and my other buddy who were on the Series S and Series X had already probably dropped maybe 5 kills on a Call of Duty game, on a Call of Duty match. So boots up fast, the games run fast, the lobbies load up fast. This thing is just fast. It's so fast and so small, it is insane. The speed alone is a huge pro and a huge selling point and a huge reason why my buddy bought this thing still in 2023. Next, size factor. This thing is insanely small. The traveling factor on this thing is crazy. You would never think to pack your Xbox and take it with you on a trip. My buddy who just bought this little Xbox Series S regretted not taking his Xbox with him, and he remembered how tiny it was and how easy it would have been just to stuff in his backpack. I recently did this on a trip to Joshua Tree for the weekend. I packed up my Xbox. I figured, hey, this thing's tiny. I only got to pack 2 cords with me, HDMI and power cord and the controller. And if I have extra time throughout the day, I'm going to plug this in and get a couple matches in of whatever game I'm feeling that day. And that's exactly it. I literally just packed it in my tech bag, in my backpack that I took with me with all my tech stuff, and it was super minimal, lightweight, minimal footprint, and awesome. So the sheer size of this thing, you can hide this away in any room, on any desk, in any little TV module console thing. It looks good, and the fact that it's tiny, it's quiet, it doesn't take much. If you live with a roommate's partner, they're not really going to notice it, and it looks good, so they're not really going to complain about this big and bulky gaming system. Alright, it's 2023. Let's go ahead and talk about performance. You guys hear about these next-gen consoles being crazy good with the performance, with the graphics, with everything. This little thing in 2023 packs a punch still. This thing plays games at 1440p, upscaled to 4K. You can't even tell the difference between the 1440p and the 4K. That's how good it is. This thing has ray tracing and HDR capabilities. Ray tracing is like being able to see the different lights and different angles and modes in different games. These next-gen console graphics are breathtaking, and that's basically what this thing is still able to do. For the price point, it's amazing. HDR, if your TV's capable of it, it will output that. Whether or not you can tell the difference on it, maybe not, but it's an added pro. Quick resume, the speed. Again, quick resume lets you jump from game to game without load times. It literally lets you go from a Call of Duty lobby back into your Madden NFL game, from a Forza race back into your Battlefield game, into your Assassin's Creed storyline that you were playing without having to wait for anything to load. It literally, where you left off is where you pick it up, and literally like that. I'm not even exaggerating. So there's really no wasted time. I'm a young professional. I work for a tech company. I don't really have a whole lot of time to game throughout the week, but when I do, I want to be able to jump into my game super quick. I want to be able to play a couple different games, and I don't want to be having to wait for things to load up because I don't have that much time, and this thing is perfect for that. I don't consider myself a gamer whatsoever. I'm literally just like a 30-minute, hour max, maybe once or twice a week type of person. Now, that's not to say that if you game every day, this console is still for you. It's still totally capable. But for me, a person who just kind of wants to get a quick game in from time to time and wants to jump on party chat with my buddies and catch up every couple weeks, it is perfect for that. So if you're in the same boat, this is just a no-brainer right off the bat for what I just mentioned. If you are a more avid gamer, you kind of game every day, play for long amounts of time, this thing's still going to be able to perform and meet those needs. Don't be deterred by my situation. That's just my personal preference and my lifestyle. If that doesn't sound like you, then guess what? This thing is still going to be able to fit your lifestyle because it's still plenty powerful and it still performs to that capability. So again, whether you're a casual gamer, whether you're an intense gamer, this thing's going to be able to keep up with you no matter what. So on that side of things, performance is probably 9.5 out of 10. No complaints there. Let's talk about the games. You're probably wanting to jump into this next gen console because of these new crazy resolution graphics that these next gen consoles can output. With these next gen graphics and this little console, you're still able to play 120 FPS games, just depending on the game and depending on your TV. So just mess with the settings there. If you want those specs, tune it up and go on. Another huge pro, Game Pass. This is unheard of. Back in the day when you were gaming, you were paying $60 to $70 for a brand new game. A lot of us can't really afford that, so a lot of us don't really enjoy many games. A lot of times you don't really know if you're going to enjoy a game, so you don't want to drop a ton of money, which kind of strays you away from a game that maybe you would have fell in love with. With the Game Pass Ultimate, you have a huge library of next-gen games as well as just normal games that you can play for a small amount of money. I believe it's $10 to $14 a month, right around there. Or you have access to this huge library full of next-gen games that you can try out. If you don't like it, just delete it from your Xbox. If you like the game, guess what? You can play it as long as you want. You can beat the game, you can play multiplayer, whatever it is. Having access to games that allow you to really see the beauty of these next-gen graphics, of the performance of the Xbox, and then really just test out different games that you normally wouldn't have bought is such an awesome feature. That alone in itself is worth it to buy this next-gen Xbox. If you don't have an Xbox already, you can get this on the older gen consoles, but having it on the next-gen console and being able to play these next-gen games is a huge added pro. I highly recommend it for that. On top of games, you can use this thing as a streaming device. I know there might be different people in the household. Maybe you live with roommates, maybe you live with a significant other, maybe you live with younger siblings. You guys can all enjoy this thing by using it as a streaming device. You can download apps like Netflix, HBO Plus, Disney Plus, you name it. You can download it onto this Xbox and just watch whatever you want. So going from gaming to streaming all on one device is super awesome. You can stream music, you can stream podcasts, YouTube, surf the web. This thing is awesome. It does it all. And again, just like the gaming side of things, lightning fast, load times are lightning fast. Again, just depending on your internet, having that flexibility and that modularity of gaming, streaming, listening is awesome, all on this one little powerful machine. No complaints there, huge pro. Now, the price in 2023 ranges anywhere between $250 to $300 depending on the one you get. There is a new carbon black Xbox that came out with a 1TB SSD. That one might be your best option to go with. I think it's $300. It's black, it has a 1TB storage unit. That might be your best bang for your buck. That way you're not worried about moving games back and forth from your Xbox. Now, not to say that the base model Xbox Series S isn't worth it. That's 100% worth it. Just move your games from external to internal. Vice versa, it doesn't take too long. It's really not a big deal. It saves you a couple bucks. But if you have a little extra money and you want to go for the black one and you want that extra storage, just go ahead and get it. It's out. It's not too much more money. It's worth it. Go ahead and just get the 1TB. Don't worry about the rest. If you want the white Xbox, get the white Xbox. I have the white Xbox. It's plenty fine. You're not getting any performance differences there. The price, $250 to $300, in my opinion, is a steal. To get into the next gen console, to get the performance, to get the graphics, to get a quick lightning speed, to be able to be on these next gen consoles with your buddies, it's a no-brainer and it's super affordable in my opinion. When else have we been able to get into an Xbox for that much for the performance? So for me, the price in 2023 is still 100% worth it. Now, like I said, I'm just a casual person. I don't consider myself a gamer whatsoever. I shouldn't even consider myself a casual gamer. I'm not a gamer. I just like to boot up my Xbox. I like to get in a couple quick games of Battlefield, Forza, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, whatever it is, just random games to kind of just de-stress and unwind. I love it. It has been 110% worth it. Being able to jump on party chat and catch up with my friends every couple weeks, that's awesome. That's insanely worth it. If you're an intense gamer, this is also going to be worth it for you. Next gen performance, speed, graphics, you name it. Do it on a monitor, do it on a crazy TV. You're going to be able to do it all. If you think, oh, I just don't game that often, is it going to be worth it? I don't game that often and it's 100% worth it. So again, just something that you can boot up from time to time. It's not too much money. It's not going to break your bank. You're still going to get all the awesome performance upgrades of the next gen. This little console in 2023, in my full opinion, is the way to go over the Xbox Series X. In my opinion, in 2023, I would get the Series S over any of the other consoles so far. I have a PS5 right there. Stay tuned for the review. Xbox Series S, hands down for the price, the performance, the specs, the design, the portability of it. It's 2023. Don't really care how long it's been out for. Don't really care how long I've had it for. It's 100% worth it. It's literally the console to get into for these next gen games, for this next generation of consoles. It's 100% worth it. It's a no-brainer. If you've been waiting, if you've been holding off, hopefully this video made your decision a little easier. Go to Target, go to Walmart, go to Costco, pick this Xbox up, quit wasting more time. You're gonna regret that you haven't gotten into it earlier. If you're new here, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. New videos to come. Stay tuned for a review on the PlayStation 5, review on the new 15-inch M2 MacBook Air, and more Apple Watch Ultra videos to come. So thank you guys for watching this week's video. That's gonna go ahead and do it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.